One time for your mind, two times for your drinks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Tuesday, February 28th. It is the last Tuesday of February, but we are going to celebrate Black History 365, so you don't have to worry about not celebrating Black History because we celebrate it every week right here on Nightcap Knowledge. And we appreciate you all for tuning in with us. Share this live. It's Tuesday, time to put something on your head before you go to bed. You know what it is, baby. It's Nightcap Knowledge. There we go. Had a little slip up right there, but we got it going.
I was
you were
singing.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, dogs, chickens, snakes, and frogs, it's Tuesday night. It is the last Tuesday of February, and it is Nightcap Knowledge. It's time for us to put some on your head before you go to bed. Get your nightcap. Make sure the kids is in bed, baby. Let's get this show started. What's up, people? I ain't seen y'all since like last week.
I ain't seen y'all in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. We know you've been in the El Cuba.
La Habana, Cuba, I'm
Look,
home now.
go ahead and do the hands. Look, she got the arms moving. She's rocking. She don't have time for us. We're
No, don't do
basic.
me that.
She's
Don't do me that.
international. International TB.
Internationally known. Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm talking about.
yeah.
Look,
What's
y'all
up?
gonna
What's
welcome me.
up?
Y'all gonna
What's
welcome me on the mobile because I'm walking in the house.
Hey, she's
Um,
Mississippi bred. She's
all day.
Louisiana lived. Internationally known.
all
About
over
to
the
pour me a
place?
glass of wine.
TBC.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Welcome back to the show.
Look.
Welcome back to the show. You've been off for 2 weeks. We're gonna give you some applause. We want to give a shout out to all our nightcappers that are in the comments already. Kim Mays, let us know. You saying that the audio sounds like it's chopped and screwed. If that's happening, I guess it may be the internet channeling our inner Michael 5000 watts. So shout out to the screwed up click and us getting chopped and screwed tonight. Maybe it's the nightcap remix. I don't know. But let us know how it
That
sounds
part.
in the comments. We appreciate it.
Screwed up click.
Screwed up click.
I think it was probably when I was driving and you were trying to figure out and I was singing it. So it kind of had a delay. That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
It may have been that. It may have been that. It may have been that. So look, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
Hey man.
I am wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tanya is pouring her wine now. So
Hey,
since
let me
we're
reach back here and find me some whiskey.
go ahead and do that.
Listen,
Where's my whiskey at?
I'm behaving because I was going to drink some of this tonight.
What's that here?
That's
Santiago, that's Cuban 8-year-old rum.
I
and speaking of rum,
ain't fooling with the rum. I
No,
still got my rum
Listen,
from Jamaica. I'm not fooling with it.
I'm
rum.
sipping Halo.
Oh, come on, rum make you have fun.
Look at that. Look, y'all see my
I tell you
cup?
what I will do though. I will break out
Come
this
on, Halo.
11, 12. Let me get this 12 out here.
Oh, come on, 12.
Let me get the 12 out here.
Yeah, I don't
The
know about
12.
I don't know about 12, dog. 12.
Hey, for those who just tuning in, this show is rated black and uncensored. Real talk, real issues, real solution. We're going to tell it like it TI is. At this moment, this is your time to share this mother, as Chuck would say. Share it. Because this is our fitness health episode, and it's an interactive episode that we keep forgetting about. Why our asses up here pouring these drinks.
I mean, one drink not gonna hurt you.
Oh, listen,
I ain't gonna be interactive tonight.
buddy.
I am
buddy. And I'm gonna tell more when I get to my mental health minute. But yeah, FamBam Shay is in the back. She's getting ready. I'm quite sure she's gonna do a whole lot of stuff that's gonna make us feel bad.
Hey, I ain't getting on the floor today. Look, we just getting home from practice. We got our cotillion botillion, but I'll tell y'all about that in the groove. But Mac, you wanna go ahead and jump in with your mental health minute?
Yes. So we got two things. I always try to bring attention to things that are happening. So we have two situations where someone has went to be with the ancestor. Our soror, member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Ember, very known at USM, who was the connector for everybody that was Greek or just in that area. Period. Has went to be with the ancestors. She transitioned. So those folks that knew her definitely is feeling, and people are asking just to continue to keep her close friends and family in prayer as they work to create. They have a schedule out for memorial services, and you can check with anybody at USM from that era. They got it posted. So definitely continue to pray for them. Also, my classmate and everybody know Platinum P. Preston Johnson's cousin, Letitia Brown, classmate from high school, and JJ McClain lost her son this past weekend in a car accident in Lexington. So, so we definitely want to continue to pray and uplift the family, the bereaved, and support them in any way we can. So my mental health minute for today, and it actually came to me this morning, that when the alarm clock of life goes off, you either can lay there and dream or get up and create the reality. And I say it again, when the alarm clock of life goes off, you can either lay there and dream or get up and create the reality. So that speaks to a lot. Sometimes we see a lot of situations and we don't know. We get in kind of in a perplexed situation. You don't want to move. You might not feel like moving, but you can either sit there and let the situation manifest. You can continue to complain about it. You can do a whole lot, or you can say, you know what, I'm going to get up and create the reality, get closer to the reality of the dream that I'm dreaming about, or whatever it may be. So that was my mental health minute, to encourage folks to always create the reality based on whatever the dream may be that you have, to go out and work hard to make sure it becomes a real thing. So that's it for me. Back to you, Chuck.
Brother, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And we definitely want to echo your sentiments as it relates to our friend and our fellow member of the D9 family, Ember. She was always a person that met you with a smile. And we want to give a shout out to, all our D9 folk from USM, Hattiesburg, University of Southern Mississippi, that entire community of people that are in a space where they're now learning how to deal with their friend now being a part of the ancestral plane. So look, man, check on your folk, call them, send them some type of message, uplifting message, funny message. Do something to let people know that you care about them, especially in times like this. And we're going to celebrate our sister, Ember, so that it can be done the way that she would want it to be done. So um I mean, that's all I gotta say about that, man, because she was a great person to know, and she was always willing to give you some type of positive feedback and meet you with a and greet you with a smile. So I think that's what we do to honor her spirit and her memory. And look, it's time to find out where in the world has Tanya Boyd Cannon. Where in the world has Tanya Boyd Cannon been? So TBC Entertainment check in. Come on, give it to us now. Come on, give it to us.
Look, I am so happy to be home after coming from La Habana, Cuba, celebrating music around the world, but also to come home tonight from an amazing event at the New Orleans Jazz Market, the Community Music Center of New Orleans, an organization founded by in New Orleans chapter Jesse McBride, who's also my professor at Tulane, and he had special guest Robert Glasper tonight. So it was an array of musicians from all levels to community of some of those same musicians that were or still are educators of those same students on stage. So it was a room full of greatness. And I'm so humbled and honored to be able to witness so much in such a short time that I'm majorly inspired to check in and just to let everybody know, listen, we are so fortunate here in the States. We are so blessed to have the resources that we have, to have the outlets that we have, while around the world, other people struggle to have access just to simple basic needs that we probably take advantage of every day. And so I just wanted to share, be grateful for what you have, be grateful for every opportunity you have a chance to be a part of, and give without asking questions.
Mhm.
So it's so important because I got over there and I was so emotional in Cuba because they have so little that they make a lot, right? The students, the teachers, they, I mean, when it came to the resources of school supplies, simple school supplies, they have 900 students stretched across Cuba that they teach in this free music program.
Mm.
And so my band members and myself, we all agreed to donate music instruments, music stands, writing materials, basic school resources over to them. And so with all that being said, I wanted to just give gratitude for the opportunity to have my freedom to travel the world, to celebrate myself, and to be Black 365, because I went over there to celebrate Mes de la Historia Afro, which is Black History Month in La Habana, Cuba. So to be able to do that and to perform on stage with Black women who speak a different language, but we all communicate the same language once the music began. So shout out to my girl Brenda Navarrete, as well as La Reina y La Riel over in La Habana, Cuba. And some of them will possibly be here during Jazz Fest and hopefully can share the stage with me. And I give them the same honor and celebrate them in the States.
Well, look, man, this is a beautiful flyer. I when you sent this to me, I was like, man, I love this. One, you all have great photographers, but then also the composition of the graphic, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't do too much. They incorporated the logo into the actual design of the flyer. So I really appreciated how they did that. Um,
Thank you. Yeah,
so
shout out to my boy Xavier and Norma, diplomats over in La Habana, Cuba. I love you guys. And Xavier's also your frat, Chuck.
oh
So
yeah,
I didn't find that out until like 2 nights before I left. We're cutting up in one of the museums, literally cutting up.
yeah.
And I said something. He was like, "Tuh." And I said, "You must be an Omega." And then next thing you know, so yeah. But yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. That's all the little thing right there you did.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm just doing this. I have the pictures, but because I love my brother and I know his position, I can't post it. But yeah, we had some fun.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. From which one of the folders would you like to share a bit from, or do you want to go through the other slides that you gave me in terms of the other events? Which one you want to do first?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever you feel you want to share, and all of our nightcappers, you guys want to see a bit of Habana, Cuba. And I broke it down to explain why we pronounce it La Habana, Cuba, because
Like,
A, E, I, O, U are the vowels in Spanish. So we don't say Cuba because the U is so Cuba, and the A is A. So Habana, Cuba. The V is silent, which is a B. I'm sorry, the V makes the B sound. So Habana, Cuba. So whatever you want to share from there, I'm yeah, I'm still high. Listen, I'm high from Amalia, who played the vibraphone for my entrance to
oh, that was dope.
ISA,
I saw.
the Universidad of Arts in what I call the uptown of Habana, Cuba. So yeah, I'm high. I'm high.
All right, I'm gonna do a shared screen. We'll roll through a couple of photos, and then we got some very important announcements that we want to get in before we bring in our resident fitness expert, our sister FamBam Shay. So look, Tanya, what you got going on right here, man?
That's Brenda playing the balar, which is an historic batar, which is a historic drum from Africa. And Brenda is Afro-Cuban, and she shared a bit of being the African and the Cuban uh, union of both, how it came together.
Mm.
She was an amazing light. Her energy was powerful. It was just from the time we met via WhatsApp and then we met in person, it was just meant to be. So
Yeah.
Brenda Navarrete. She'll be here in April. And so hopefully we can have her on the show while she's here.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I'm digging that.
So these are the kids. Of course, being an educator, I call the kids from the audience. And I was like,
Look at the excitement on your face. Y'all see,
yeah. I call
you see
look at Kayla back there, because the little girl, I did something like, so she sung it note for note, riff
yeah,
for riff. And then she looked at me in surprise, like I did that. So Caleb turned his head, laughing. I mean, just surprised the talent.
yeah. That's what's up, man.
That's
Oh,
the
look,
audience.
you cutting up. I see you cutting up.
Listen. So, we talk about so much that's happening. Man, I went down to the audience because this sister, she yelled out, "I love you." I said, "I love you too." And the next thing you know, I'm like, "Be patient with me. Will you wait for me?" I ran straight out to the audience.
My time.
And all she did was stood up, start crying. So
Yeah. Hey, that's one of my favorite songs.
man, shout out to Rita B and Donovan for that hit. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
If you ain't got that, you need to go stream that right now. Go ahead and go download it, go buy it. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, that joint nasty. Brenda and I.
This venue. What is this venue?
So
I like this.
We're at the Hotel Teatro Marti, which is the theater, the Marti Theater, in a historic venue. That's a different venue. That is that's the Bella Arts Center, which is Bella Artes. It's another beautiful venue. Man, look, the first one went from me going into the audience. This one went to the audience coming to me. A more intimate space. The first one held about 500 people, and every seat was filled. This one, 250, every seat was filled.
Very nice.
Yeah. Amazing space and energy.
And so, do you have these published anywhere? I mean, do you want to throw them up on Nightcap? You got them on your page? Where you got these at?
So because I just got back Friday, and we're still vetting through a lot of content, and so much is coming up. I mean, you're more than welcome to post and share. I need to make sure that credit is given to the photographers, or I know you're going to do it, but I just want to make sure I give you the correct name.
Gotcha.
But when I tell you this spot right here, I opened this show with music all over the world. Before I could get to music all over the sun, sound and melodies spread across the sky, rhythm soon the rainbow, the song, the white. I was like, la. The crowd went la, like they knew call and response immediately to where I had some elders come to me and say, I just want to tell you, Cuban people are hard to satisfy. I said, okay. And he goes, and you satisfied us exceptionally well. I was like, thank you.
Hold up, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of innuendo in that right there.
Yes, I know. But he talked about that because Cuban they citizens are very, very tight about their music and the history of their music. So all praises to the Most High, to the ancestor Celia Cruz, who inspired me to sing her songs on my show. So,
man, that's all right there. I can't wait for us to get more of these photos, and I know you got videos, so y'all make sure y'all go over to Tanya Boyd Cannon's Facebook page and of course our Instagram to check out more of these, and we'll make sure we get them shared on Nightcap Knowledge on Facebook and Instagram. Now y'all can tell like I've been working on my lighting. Like we got how do I look? Do I look?
That skin popping, boo.
Look, I think it's because of my jump rope. I ain't got no makeup
you look
on.
Just like yourself.
Look, I've been jump roping. I've been pushing the flow. Look, I ain't got no makeup on like FamBam Shay. But speaking of FamBam Shay,
bring on in. Bring her on in. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back.
Everybody, come on and share it. Get ready. Come on and share, everybody. Get ready.
Ooh. That girl gorgeous.
Hello. What's up, family?
What's up, fam?
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep.
Solid.
Okay, good. I'm kind of getting over some sinus, so probably sound a little different. But
pollen.
Yes, it is everywhere. It's everywhere.
My truck yellow.
This is pollen 6.0.
Pollen
6. It's awful. It is awful. So yes, how y'all been doing?
Other than that pollen, I'm good.
Yeah.
Fam,
very good.
Shay,
very
I'm getting back into work now. Baby,
my arm just automatically started hurting.
Shay, I'm not working out tonight.
You are international. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, that is so dope. Like, I was just sitting here I've been out of the loop for about a couple of weeks, but that is so dope. Like, keep doing it. Like, keep representing. That's top tier. Like, she international, y'all. Like, y'all better ask about her.
Hey, look, I'm a brag for a minute. Shay, I brought your name up this afternoon when I was speaking with someone, and hopefully the conversation will turn into you. I know you got clients all over the country, but
I ain't international like Miss Tanya Boyd Cannon now. I ain't international yet. Let's go.
Hold on. Just hold on. Be yet holding on. That's what the old folks say. Be yet holding on. Now, with all of the things that we have, we just in February. This last Tuesday in February. Just think about where we gonna be at the last Tuesday of December. Can y'all see that? Can y'all feel that? It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I am so excited about, especially the core group that we have assembled here. I know some people may be trying to figure out why they bring FamBam Shay on. Cause FamBam Shay, she came to the alumni weekend. She shut it down.
Down. With the
right?
T.
And she adds value to this show. She adds value to everybody that she comes in contact with. Look, y'all see Mac chest? Mac chest sitting up. Mac got booty cheeks on his chest again, man. Look at him. He got booty cheeks on his chest.
That boy got booty cheeks on his chest. Ooh, booty cheeks on his chest. Why?
Really?
Because FamBam Shay.
Really?
A push up. Yeah.
Chuck got over there. Chuck got ass still. Chuck.
I got a 2-liter, dog. I got a 2-liter. I told you that.
Listen, Shay, listen. I was telling them we were talking a bit about working out. I haven't been in the gym, I would tell you, in 2 weeks. But we walk so much in Cuba, and old Havana, Cuba does not have elevators. No, everything has steps. So you're going up 2, 4, 6, 8 flights of steps just to get to rooftops. So because I've had knee injuries and I'm going through therapy, that's the only thing. And I have Baker's cyst on the back of my knees. So I'm going through rehabilitation to remove those. But I will tell you, I got like 15,000 steps in a day. You ought to be proud of me.
Oh, wow.
Give me my
Hold on. Let me give you your M's. Let me give you your everything. God.
I can't.
Wow.
Hey, Mardi Gras, I got about 12 in a day.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras for sure. 12,000 steps. And then I did my push-ups too.
So I wanted to ask a question really quick. So Shay, for those who are listening, because I'm one too, we always talk about cardio. How important is cardio in your workout? And that's the first question. And then the second question, do you recommend cardio before strength training or after?
Okay. That's a very good question. But so cardio is, I feel like cardio is necessary. One, because it gives your heart a good heart pump. You know, we're closing out Heart Health Month, and it is definitely necessary. I would say for those who are looking to lose weight, it's going to be important not to only just do strictly cardio, because you do want to not only burn fat, but you also want to build back that lean muscle. So cardio in addition to like the strength training and resistance training is, definitely where you want to be. As it relates to doing the cardio before or after, I would say, for those who are on like that weight loss journey, hitting that treadmill about that last 10 to 15 minutes of your workout. Specifically, I'd even put it up on a little incline, maybe 5 to 8 incline, and get that good burn, because what's going to happen is it's going to keep you in that fat burning mode well after that workout. So will resistance training too. So I think they both go hand in hand.
Awesome.
Very good question. And Chuck, did you get my PowerPoint?
Oh, let me hold on. Where you sent it to?
Just check it out. I don't know. I don't know if you can actually share it, because I did have just a little information, because it actually segues into that post-recovery workout and just talking about a little bit about supplementation too for tonight.
Where did you send it to, Shay?
I sent it to George Chuck at that one.
Got you.
Yeah. Yes, but very awesome question. While he's pulling that up, though, I guess we can kind of talk a little bit about supplements and, like what that even means, because it can, definitely get overwhelming. Everybody's taking something, and, everybody's promoting something. And, it can really go from, the end of, on the lower end of like $20 all the way up until, well, several hundreds. So, just kind of finding what works for you. So let me ask you this, Tanya, I'm gonna put you on the spot. So when you were in your groove of working out and everything, what typically did your post-workout regimen look like?
Oh, you know what? I really never focused on using that title, but what I would do was I would have like a 3 to 5 minute cool down, stretch, have some either coconut water or watermelon juice or something like that, electrolytes, and a hot shower, actually.
Okay.
So what do you recommend I should do?
So, and that is what Chuck is actually pulling up. But, just one thing that I always tell my clients is never waste a workout. And what I mean by that is basically when we are working out, we are tearing down the old body. We're breaking down those muscles basically to build back new ones. So it is essential for us to get in a good serving of protein at least 30 minutes after your workout, because protein is going to be like that foundational building block, right, for growth and development. So it's going to allow, and whey protein, there are several different types of protein. I mean, you got your casein protein, you got your soy protein, but that whey protein is going to be that fast absorbing protein that's going to go right there to those muscles. And so while you burn that fat, it's going to put that right back, that good lean muscle back in there to give you that ultimate shape that you want as you burn that fat. So protein is a must. It is an absolute must. Never waste a workout.
What is your recommendation? Because whey is dairy, and I'm vegan.
Okay, so now I'm glad that you mentioned that, and I did not put that in the in my PowerPoint an example of it, but there are a lot of great vegan proteins out there that are plant-based too. Yes, yes, okay, absolutely. Very good question.
I have I was using, I think, Raw Earth. I think that was one, but it was too grainy. And it was another one. But I found that Walmart's off-brand vegan protein had more protein than some of those bigger names and less ingredients. Because I know when we're talking about working out, really quick, and I just want you to share when we're talking about ingredients. Because a lot of people look at the back and they see the more ingredients mean like I'm getting more nutrients, but sometimes that's just byproducts, So if you could just talk about that just a little bit as far as ingredients and proteins, what are we mainly looking for in those protein shakes?
Yeah, absolutely. So Chuck, if you want to click, I don't think it went through, and that was just kind of my who am I, but let's talk supplements, post-workout nutrition. You can go to the next slide there. Okay. Supplements. So before we even go there, like supplements, like what is it? Like basically what supplements are, I have that, definition up there on the screen, but when you think about supplements as it relates to health and wellness, we are, taking these supplements to fill those nutritional gaps that you may not be getting every day. So just wanted to clarify that. People are like, well, what is a supplement? All right, you can go to the next one. Okay, so Tanya, you had a very good question about, kind of what are we looking for? So typically what you're going to look for, in a whey protein is going to be like that isolate protein. So it's going to be like the purest form of it, okay, that you can actually consume. And then also, as far as the label, one thing that you mentioned that I know a lot of people don't really pay attention to, but the back of that label, I'm looking for sugar content because that's huge. You don't want a protein that's gonna, have a lot of added sugar. So for these two in particular, I've, really tried some of them all. The one on the left in the black container, it has 0 sugar. So of course it's not very sweet, but you can always, make you a nice, add some berries with it, a banana, a cup of Greek yogurt, just to kind of maximize that protein intake. So sugar is going to be one that I always look for, as well as sodium. Sodium is another big one. You may see some of those ready to drink protein shakes, and no knocks to Muscle Milk, because when I'm on the road and I'm traveling, I may stop and get a Muscle Milk or a Core Power. So, but but with that in mind, that is, those are two of the top things that I'm, definitely looking for. And again, like that isolate or the isolized type of whey protein. And just kind of as a rule of thumb, like I said, I've kind of had a little bit of all of them. Typically, the finer that is going to be the purest form, is going to mix well, and it's going to ensure that it is really, absorbing into your body and building back that lean muscle that you want. So you can just kind of see here. I don't know if you can actually press play on that, Chuck, or not. I was kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of a little rusty on my technology, but this is one where I was really shocked to receive some communication from Maxi Climber. So I recently purchased the Maxi Climber several months ago, and Maxi Climber reached out to me and they said, we see that you are, really loving our product, and you've had a lot of influence with it. So they sent me, a couple of products to try out, and, here I am, just showing, demonstrating how to use this piece of equipment here. But then also, most importantly, I'm showing that post-workout nutrition piece too. So you just kind of see there where that's the actual workout, and y'all just put a pin there. Like, that Maxi Climber is the truth. It is truly a total body. It's working lats, it's working core, glutes, everything. Yeah. And so there's that whey protein. So never waste a workout. And like I said, you've got 30 minutes. Like, you've got that 30-minute window, to get that protein in.
I started to take Chuck's Maxi Climber when I was at the house.
That ain't mine.
Chuck, you Maxi Climbing?
That's challenge, but I've been using it.
Man, it is the truth. Do you hear me? Like, is, yes, it's top tier.
Bro, you got a serious 6, 7. Let me show you.
Well, Chuck, you said you got a 12-pack. What you say you got?
I got 2 liter. I got 2
liter. You got a 2 liter. Mac, how you coming? Because you was getting ripped too now.
He got a 2 liter. I got a gallon. I'm trying to.
Y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need to cut it out. But I know you all were, kind of joking earlier. Y'all were kind of joking earlier about, like, the alcohol, and all alcohol is not, it's really not all bad. You get some red wine, and if ever I'm drinking, which is probably mostly socially, it's gonna be straight. Like, I'm not gonna mix like the sugary mixers with it. So there's nothing wrong with alcohol by any means.
So on the average, what would you say it's for as an average of weight to lose a week, in a week's time or a month's time? Because a lot of people, I can attest to losing like 7 pounds in 6 days, but I starved myself, and then I gained that back double time in less time, right?
Yes.
And then
go ahead.
And then after you talk about that, talk about as far as women, because we don't really talk about much about women when we're menstrual, and how we gain weight pre-menstrual and we still carry that weight post-menstrual, but then also the cravings and these different things that go with that, those moods and hormones that affect our weight loss and weight gain.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll start with that first question. You're bringing up awesome topics. So first off, I see the trends. Like you said, you lost 7 pounds in 6 days. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, it's not healthy. It's simply not healthy, because to your point, you're depriving yourself of essential nutrients that you need to properly function.
Yeah.
So that's just never a good idea. Like the get quick fix. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm just tongue-tied today. Right. But you're basically going to set yourself up. You're going to you're going to gain it back double. So it's truly best to set yourself up to really pace yourself, to make it a lifestyle more than, a trending fad to drop this weight. Because to your point, you're going to gain double that back. You're going to, gain it back how you lost it. Like you said, you drop it fast, you're going to gain it back even faster. And that's a FamBam fact, for real. Give me that ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. But no, it is definitely truth though. And so I would just say on average, never, you got to kind of give yourself grace, especially if you're in those beginning stages. You're not going to compare yourself to, your trainer. You're just not going to do that. So I think you really have to embrace your journey and understand that, you've got to enjoy the ride. There are going to be those ups and those downs. And, so with that in mind, a safe space to lose a week, maybe like 1 to 2 pounds realistically. Otherwise it's unhealthy, because again, you're depriving yourself of essential nutrients that you need to function. Other question, as it relates to women, I tell my I mostly work with women clients, but I have to reiterate over and over, especially for those who have not worked with me for a long time, stay off of that scale. Yes, stay off of that scale. Stay off of it. Stay off of it. If you want to, you can throw it away. Like you really can. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to get a base weight. I'm not saying that, but as far as my program, we not only look at weight. Like I said, you definitely want to have an idea of, where you are, but we're going to look at measurements. We're going to look at progression photos, because those are the things that actually tell the real story, and it's about how you feel. So you really cannot, you can't look at this at the scale, specifically with women, because, we have water weight, it's going to fluctuate. We've got that water weight gain. I've had clients, and it was kind of, it was a learning curve for me, especially when I first started this like a year ago. I'd have, clients tell me, well, I'm up 3 pounds. And, I'm like, okay, well, you're doing everything, you're doing all the things. Muscle. And then, so as we continue to talk, it's like, well, what time of the month is it? Like we all grown here, so it's like, okay, you've got to let that balance back out, because, and then here we are like 2 weeks later, oh girl, I'm down 4 pounds. See? Yep. You see what I'm saying? So you got to give yourself grace and understand, you got to understand that. Also, with some women, I think it's also important in understanding, it's important to get those labs run too, because we lose so much, so oftentimes I, speak to women who are, iron deficient, they might not even know it. And, that impacts your energy level, and, you being able to actually push through a workout. We'll talk a little bit more about, essential minerals as well, but all of those things, go hand in hand. And, specifically for women, stay off of that scale. Just stay off of it.
Now, Markeisha, you talked a lot about, the scale, staying away from the scale. You've mentioned a piece of equipment. You've mentioned some of the supplements and things that you have experience with. We have a comment and a question from YouTube coming in from Aloysius Ballard. Could you talk a bit about the Maxi Climber, and then what's the price range there?
Sure.
We get to some other questions too.
So the Maxi Climber that was demonstrated in the video there, it runs about $150 plus shipping and handling, I think, and it takes about 10 minutes to put together. It's pretty slick piece of equipment. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And then they have another option as well that is $300. And I'll be honest, that was just a little bit out of my price range. I've got to sell a few more. I had to sell a few more plans for that one. But they have the $300 option though is really cool, because you can adjust the resistance on it. So if you notice though, you can really do the same. So the one that I demonstrated in the video, even though I couldn't adjust the resistance, it made it harder for me to actually keep it right there at that short tempo. So you can really, it's different ways you can maneuver the equipment to get the same effect. Some people actually use the one where you can, the $300 one, they use it as a stair climber. You can actually, get that resistance and, kind of put it up there. So it's really good.
I wanted to before, because I know this has been a major, I would say a major bullet when it comes to weight loss that a lot of people don't really focus on is the mental health part of it, right? Because it's mind over matter. I can speak, and like I said, Tanya has been on this journey for a while, and I've been up, I've been down, I've been up and down and so forth. Can you just talk a little bit about what's your motivation for continuing to keep on keeping on, as grandmama would say, but also as you encourage your clients, as well as for those who are tuning in, what is that motivation? What are those words that you tell yourself to keep on keeping on?
I think my biggest motivation is my family. And me wanting to be present, as long as I can, and be in good health, because I know that, for every exercise, for every move that I make, that's adding additional time onto my lifespan. So, it's just improving that quality of life. It's just really a lifestyle. I will also say this, and just kind of being transparent, there are days every day is not a good day. But I find motivation within my own clients. They motivate me. There are days when I find motivation in motivating others, and just being able to be a resource, and just doing something that extends far beyond me. So yeah, it all goes together for the greater good of making the world better, one rep at a time.
I got one more. I promise y'all.
Yes.
I'm sorry because I'm going in with these questions. No, on the for real though. Can you and Lo just pointed out a great question, but can you talk about training with social media versus contacting a professional trainer before you attempt to do these workouts? Because I know there are a lot of social media channels out there that want to walk you through how to do the workout, but I'm big on form because of my knee injuries. So form is important. However, if you're using social media trainers, and I'm not, and nothing against social media trainers, I'm speaking to those people who have a channel and it's like 50 million different people showing you how they lost weight and did this and may not be certified. So speaking to a professional as yourself, what is your advice to those who may not have the finances to hire a trainer? What should they do and what should they avoid when beginning this journey?
Well, I would say, Tanya, that's a loaded question right there. So
I know.
I'm gonna start, and if I, kind of, you just pull me back so I can make sure I answer everything. But as far as social media trainers, I don't really know where I would fall into place with that, because I'm kind of like actually building local clientele now, which is probably why I haven't seen a whole lot of posting in the social media realm. But as it relates to me, most of my clientele, up until now has been virtual. But one thing that I can tell you is, in those who have worked with me and have been on the Zoom, when you're turning on that camera, I am really attentive. Even as I'm working out, I am looking at your form like, nope, that's too low. Like, no, it needs to be parallel. This got to be a 90 degree. I guess it's kind of a slippery slope of, choosing someone who truly, genuinely cares about reducing those risk injuries for you, because you do have those people out there. I can most definitely say, just because it's virtual, it doesn't mean that, you're not getting the right instruction. Right. But I can tell you also, for those individuals who are just strictly relying on it, they don't always consider that form, and that is very important. So I would just say, if they don't have a whole lot of funds, come on to FamBam. Come on to FamBam Fitness. I got you.
There we go.
And just for the record, we've got a link to FamBam Fitness Facebook in the comments. So no matter if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, you can get to that link. And we also still have the Better Me in 23 challenge going on. And I definitely want Markeisha to give us some insight on how that's going, in addition to telling people how they can sign up, or maybe join your cohort of your group in terms of services and everything.
Okay, absolutely. So, Better Me in 23 challenge is going on. I think that, just from a couple of other aspects. So, with the Better Me in 23 challenge is not just something that is focusing on fitness. And, even just to be a bit transparent, I think I've been, kind of tested in all types of from, the mental, the spiritual, all of that to be like, okay, you want to be a better me? Okay, here comes this situation. Let's do it. So it has, really, even just for myself, just from a personal development, just been a blessing, but also, at times a little bit overwhelming. But as far as how it's going, this is actually closing out the first month. So for those participants who have signed up thus far, I will be checking in. This is check-in week, actually. So I don't really have results as far as, how everyone is doing with their measurements. But what it actually entails is where between Mac and myself and Epps Institute for Health. It is a collaboration with Epps Institute for Health and FamBam Fitness, where we are, really tapping into the mental, as well as the fitness aspect, and then in collaboration with Nightcap Knowledge and having, guest speakers who are also keeping us financially fit, as well as spiritually fit. So, more to come on that. I think I have, more updates next month after we kind of see, kind of where everybody are as it relates to measurements.
Because we talk about meeting up at Greek Weekend, MSGW,
yes.
correct?
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna be in that thing with crop top on. That's what I'm about to drop these 30 pounds. You heard me?
So one thing, listen, she about to be summertime fine. Listen, it's a better me and a finer me in 23. Okay. 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 One last thing, I did have a couple of other slides, but one of the things that I did want to mention, just to everybody, and just, to keep this in mind as far as like essential minerals, and this is something that I really feel like a lot of people don't think about, but when it comes to losing weight or even gaining muscle, quality rest, okay, I'm gonna let that sink in. Quality rest is essential for that. If you are only getting, 3 hours of sleep and you're running on fumes, it's counterproductive to achieving the goal. So quality rest is truly essential. That was about pre-workout or not to pre-workout. Y'all can kind of skip through that one. Okay. One more. Okay, essential. Let's see here. One back. One more.
One back. Okay. Boom.
There we go. So on that right, and some people may not have even, oh my goodness, heard of this, or maybe some have, but magnesium is an essential mineral. And it is it's a common deficiency that many of us may not even know that we have. Sometimes if you
magnesium deficiency. Wow. Break that down.
Yeah, so a lot of people are magnesium deficient. Even if you are eating all of the right things, it doesn't really have so much to do with that as it does the soil in which it's planted. So just kind of understanding that too. So again, supplementation, even if we have the cleanest diet, sometimes you do have to supplement to fill those nutritional gaps that you're not getting every day. So, one of my little sleep cocktails that I put some of my clients on who just are not sleeping well, is calm magnesium. So it's a couple of different types of forms of magnesium. This is actually a magnesium carbonate. And so once you mix that up with some hot water, like 3 ounces of hot water, it actually activates and it turns it into magnesium nitrate, which supports your nervous system. So it gives you the ultimate relaxation. I mix a little bit of that glycine that's over there on that right. Now the hemp hearts, that's just like a trifecta, like, fiber, kind of like along the lines of chia seeds and flax. But I mix those two together, that calm magnesium and that glycine, just for the ultimate sleep cocktail. And you're going to get quality rest. It is, not something that's addictive. So like Z-Quills or melatonins or, you know, this is truly going to be that healthier option to allow you to sleep throughout the night and give you the quality rest that your body needs to rest and recover.
Now let me ask you this: where do you get these items? Can I get these like from your? Do you have a link on your website?
You can get them from your local. You can get them from your local vitamin store. These in particular came from Vitamin Shop. That Calm Magnesium. You can get them from GNC. They have it everywhere. They even have Calm for children too. I haven't tested that one out. But there's also a Calm Magnesium for children as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Also to the left over there, I've got some other vitamins and minerals, you know, that anywhere from fish oil. I've got some collagen peptides there. Super Beets, which is, I mean, I had a slide on there, you know, to pre-workout or not to pre-workout. You know, this, just speaking to the moms out there, I once depended on pre-workouts. I haven't done pre-workout in quite some time. But as I was nursing, you know, you can't have all of that extra caffeine, which is really what I'm like, okay, well, if I can't have it for this, then maybe I shouldn't even, you know. So to each his own, though, you know, there's no good, bad, or indifference there for me. But as I was nursing, I would actually take a scoop of beet powder about 30 minutes prior to my workout. And, you know, I would work out just as hard. So there are some, you know, some other alternatives to your traditional pre-workouts too. Really, also a good probiotic. A good probiotic is something that, you know, we all need to support good health too. That was in that slide there as well. So
I just wanted to ask a quick question, because what we don't really talk about a lot is the digestive system when we're going through these processes of weight loss or weight gain. And so I know magnesium is one that also, and just correct me if I'm wrong, magnesium also assists with a healthy digestive system. So just knowing when to take it. So being that if you're making that calm cocktail at night, it should help you to kick your day off first start of the day without having to feel like you got to run home from work, or because a lot of people, I do know I like juicing. I enjoy juicing to do a detox. But I've also seen where my body has rejected some of it to where it's like, I may become immune to it. So, but I just wanted to just, if you could correct me when it comes to that magnesium being an assistant to the digestive system.
Yeah. So with the magnesium, you can actually take it at any point of the day. The key is being consistent with your time of the day that you're taking it. Gotcha. So if you want to take it at, you know, every morning, take it every morning. But you know, that's definitely okay. There's another form of magnesium that is pretty popular. It's called Mago-7, magnesium oxide. And now this is something that you want to take at night. So that way, you know, in the morning, it does kind of, you know, it acts as a natural cleanser, if you will. But it is really good. And, you know, I just think that the essential vitamins and minerals, you know, all of those things are essential as it relates to, you know, our digestive system and, you know, helping with that bloating and bringing it down. So when you put all of those things in the mix and, you know, you're having your water intake and all of that, it really does. You'll see the transformation, you know, with that core. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Lo asked a question. He's really quick. He said, can you speak to why some people see loss in inches versus pounds initially in their weight loss journey?
I guess that would, you know, I can't really, like, don't take my word on this. I would just really say I honestly think that may be a case by case basis. You know, to be honest, and it just kind of depends on what type of training you're doing. Some people carry weight differently, you know, you know, my 154 may not look like, you know, this person's, you know, so it just, you know, I think that's going to vary, you know, honestly, by person.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Look like we got all our questions out there. Anybody else have any questions, guys? Throw it out there if you have any questions before we conclude with the show, because I'm about to go stretch. Oh, really quick, can you talk about stretching? How important is stretching?
Yes. Yes, stretching is so important, and it's not even exclusive to working out. Of course, you want to stretch, pre-workout, post-workout, to make sure that you're not, you want to stretch, you want to lean out those muscles, right? Because we're trying to create that lean muscle. But even on your off days, it is really good to stretch, meditate, use that time to meditate, and really set the tone for your day. Even if that is at the night, stretching and meditating and reflecting, because that's impacting your mental health as well.
Yes, and it works.
Yes,
works.
it does.
Listen,
yes,
I'm going to get on my foam roller when I get off of here.
Yes.
Yes. The foam roller, the percussion gun, all of those things are top tier. Yes.
Look.
Body be doing this. And yeah.
Hey, look, Mac, brother, what?
Come on. It's a massager. It get knots out your back.
It's called a Theracane.
Yeah.
I thought that was something else.
And I was about
to another segment. That's another segment, Chuck.
I was about to pee pop.
It's time to go where the money resides.
Hell yeah. If listen, really quick, if y'all in town this weekend, anybody in town, I'll be at Pontchartrain Hotel. Showtime starts at 8 p.m. So y'all come hang out with me.
Hold on, what'd you say? You gonna be at where?
That's May 3rd. No, March 3rd. There we go. Y'all come hang out with me and these amazing musicians till Monday night, Friday night, and we're gonna have a good time. And it's free. It's a Pontchartrain Hotel. The space is limited, so get there early.
Get there early, and then Mac. Before we get to where the money resides,
announcements. Yeah,
I think I was just saying that. So. We got a water distribution. Mac, I do believe that you have a delay, sir. Institute for the Advancement of Minority Health, water distribution Thursday, March 2nd, 10 to 2. Cherry Grove Missionary Baptist Church. That's on MLK Drive in Jackson. You can get more info about this on the Mississippi Move Facebook page. We also have got the Tougaloo College Spring Preview Day. That's on the spot admission. We got campus tours, scholarships, the academic fair, of course, the Almighty College Showcase of all the Greek letter organizations, all of the things that are truly Tougaloo and true blue Tougaloo. You'll be able to get that on Friday, March 3rd. And if I'm not mistaken, I think B&B Barbecue and Mississippi Move will be on the groove. Making sure that our young people and their chaperones will be fed, and making sure that all of our folks are registered to vote too. So if you want more info about that, of course, hit up the Tougaloo College Facebook page. And we've got the People's Relief Campaign. It's launching again. This is something that is kind of ongoing, but we're going to do what we need to do to take care of our people. March 2nd. And if you need more info about this, you can slide by the Nest. Mac, am I saying that right? We're going to have representatives at the Nest, and you can come by and you can bring your water bill, and we'll see if you can qualify for debt relief. So there are 3 particular criteria, and all you got to do is come by there. You fill out some information, and we'll promise that we'll be having you on your way to some bit of relief as it relates to these high water bills that have come as a result of the disaster that we've been experiencing within the city of Jackson. And did I get everything, Mac?
Sound like Cherry Grove got some good fish plates. That's on
Cherry Grove.
See, that name is Cherry Grove Missionary Baptist, not Baptist, but Baptist Church.
Baptist Church.
Sound like they got the good fish sandwiches.
Good morning. Mother Bernice is gonna be there. So Tanya, she's gonna be performing with the Soul Rebels, and she's actually toured with these gentlemen for quite a while. This is YLC Wednesday at the Square, presented by Abita. That's May 3rd. So you can put that on your books and see if you can get down over there to the Square on a Wednesday. And
I go on at 5 o'clock. Soul Rebels on at 6.
So we'll bring it back up before we get to May. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, March 3rd, 8 to 11 at the Pontchartrain Hotel. And because we've been grooving and we've been moving, we know without a doubt that we're gonna get the well.
Wait.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Might even see you before then. Might start doing some other things on other days, but at the end of the day, we want y'all to put some on your head before you go to bed. And speaking of that, I have a surprise for my co-host and our regulars. Watch this.
I like that.
Hey, we'll get y'all some of them. We'll see y'all later. Peace. Love you.
Biggie.